I had the most wonderful parents. I have no complaints about growing up. I was happy. On a blind date, he was cute. Oh, we went together about 2 years. He gave me a diamond at Christmas time, and then we planned our wedding in May 14th of 1938, and it was a beautiful wedding. We had a real nice reception at our house, which was good, and everybody had a good time, and we were officially married. And then we left the reception and started driving to Cincinnati. My Aunt Florence offered us her house. So when we got to Cincinnati, we went to Aunt Florence's house because they were in town at our wedding. We came home and started to set up housekeeping. I worked at the International Envelope Company, put stamps, government stamps on envelopes. Well, he had gotten a job as an engineer at Delco. Very, very smart. So there along came Mary Jane, and we were very thrilled with her. She was such a little cutie. And then 2 years later, we had Jack. So we had 2 children. We bought Dick's uncle's house on Brightwood Avenue. So we lived there for about 20 years. We had the most wonderful neighbors. In fact, we were still friends. Brightwood Avenue had 3 bedrooms. We had plenty of room. It was just wonderful. Our kids were good. We lived right in back of Corpus Christi Church. We were all such good Catholics. And that was a time when you had to wear a hat to church. And boy, if anybody came in church, one lady did, without a hat, and there was oh my goodness. Then 4 years later, Mary Jean was 6 and Jack was 4. We had Tom. And then 2 years after we had Tom, we had Joan. So we enjoyed those children very, very, very much. Joan's 6 years old when I had Nancy's, but we was happy with her too. I was happy with everyone. She then had a little brother. That was Rick. Rick was 5 years old when we moved to Mimosa. When television came out and they had these cowboy shows on television, the boys, they played with the neighbor boys out in the alley, and they decided to play cowboy and Indian. So they'd take our wagon and put a box on the wagon, and next thing you know, set the box on fire, and they were running down the alley with the box on fire. I had to run out and take care of the situation. I don't know what would have happened. We bought a Mark IV camper, and we took it out to California. When Nancy and Ricky were small, we took them with us. Yeah, and every night we'd go in the campgrounds and park the camper and pull the sides open and open up the whole thing and make ourselves at home. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I mean, I did it, and I tell you, I loved my job. That made it a lot easier. Between my husband and my children, I loved my job. And he did good at Delco, made pretty good money according to the Times. So I didn't have to go out and get a job and supplement the income to live. I could just enjoy the children, which I did. When they got married and had beautiful weddings, and that always made me happy. And they had their babies, and I was happy with my grandchildren. Now, the saddest part in my life was when Dick died. And then after 3 years of being a widow, why Bob moved up to Chaminade, in an apartment up there. And then he started asking me out to go play shuffleboard stuff with him, And I said, no, I don't know how to play shuffleboard. And Betty Mae said to me, you dummy, why don't you go with him? Well, she told me to. So that was the start of a new romance, but I never did expect it. But I'll have to say we had a very good time. When Bob and I got married and we flew out to California and we took my sister and her husband along on our honeymoon. We had a ball. Well, just everything you did was fun. Go down to the beach and lay on the beach and all that stuff, All that stuff was fun. We went to Florida for 3 years and, we just traveled all around here. We never fought. We were so congenial. It was wonderful. I love it here now. I love it. I don't know why. I love everything. I've been here 21 years. And I have the most wonderful neighbors, and people around me are so wonderful. It's unbelievable. I got the most wonderful family and every one of my neighbors will say the same thing. They are so nice. Just like with the boys coming over, it's been over 3 months, and they never complain. They say, you took care of us when we were little. Now it's our turn. Love everybody. Be good to everybody. Don't hold grudges. That's silly. It is. Just be happy with everybody. And that's the way I am with the people around here, and they're all happy with me. You don't have to just go out and say, oh boy, I love everybody. No, but all individuals are really good people. I just love every one of them so much. I can't explain how much I love each individual child and grandchild and great-grandchild. Everyone is wonderful. You love me too, huh?